Today I want to take a quick second here to answer a question that I receive a lot. It's a question that probably most gun people receive from someone at some time in their life. You see it all the time on gun forums. You even see it on here quite a bit. And that question is, which gun is best for bears? Now when anyone asks me this question, my first response is, no gun. You should never give a bear a gun. Why would you want to take the one tactical advantage we have as people and give it to something that's bigger than us and stronger than us? That's just not a good idea in my opinion. Now it's at this point in my response where people usually roll their eyes and cut me off and say, no dumbass, I mean what gun is it best to shoot a bear with? And then I have to change my response a little bit. Now I personally am someone that believes you're probably never going to have a reason to shoot a bear. If you don't bother them, they won't bother you. I was raised around bear. I'm from West Virginia. We have black bear all over. I've gone out to get eggs in the morning and have bear eating the muscadines right off the side of the chicken coop. They come down, they would eat the pears off our pear trees. Bear just really aren't much of a threat to people, especially if you're in the woods and you let them know you're there, they will avoid you. I've been around big browns in Alaska. They have no interest in us. Only when they see you as a threat do they usually become interested. They don't recognize us as food usually. So your best bet with a bear is to avoid them. But if you ever find yourself in a situation where you actually have to fire on a bear in self-defense, I hope you never find yourself in that position, because I would hate for you, that's usually going to be if a mother has a cubs, and I would hate for you to kill the mother of a cub. But if you ever do find yourself in a bad situation where you have to shoot on a bear, I would say the one thing you're definitely going to have is a rifle. I mean, you're going to want something like this. This is a 45-70 guide gun. This will take down a brown. I mean, this is a great gun for shooting bear. It's a nice short barrel. It's nice and easy to maneuver. And it will take down a brown bear. I mean, this is a good, powerful gun. Now, if you can't have a rifle, for brown, what you're going to need is at least a .484 Magnum with a 4-inch barrel. Remember, use hard cast or full metal jacket bullets. You're going to want penetration, not expansion. Maybe even something you might want to have is a Smith & Wesson 500 Magnum, 4-inch barrel or bigger. Something like that would take down a brown bear. I mean, these are not immortal creatures. They are flesh and bone. You just have to get that penetration and you can kill them easily, especially with good shot placement. I've seen big brown bears taken down with much smaller handguns than this. My great uncle used to be a game warden. Used to be a wildlife specialist, and he can tell you they're not immortal animals. They're just tough. So 44 Magnum, 500 Magnum even better, hard cast, full metal jacket bullets should handle your big browns. Now if you're just dealing with a black bear, you're probably just going to need something along the lines of a 357 Magnum, 3 or 4 inch barrel. That's going to take down a black bear. Like I said, you never want to shoot a bear, because the main reason is because you're never going to really have to. They're probably never going to bother you if you don't bother them. But there is an even bigger reason why I think that you should never shoot a bear. Okay, the main reason you don't want to harm bear, besides the fact they're probably not going to be any problem to you, is that bears aren't stupid. Bears are pretty smart animals, and if we just start shooting them indiscriminately, how long is it going to be before they decide that they have to fight back? Now, bears have access to lots of junk. People just discard things in the woods all the time. There's always dumps on the edge of the city limits where they can get into. So how long is it going to be before some smart bear finds some way to fashion some makeshift body armor? So now you got a bear in body armor running around, and how long is it going to be before that bear in body armor is able to overpower a jogger or a hiker or a camper and take their gun? So now you got a bear in body armor with a gun. That doesn't add up to a very good thing there. And he's not going to keep this to himself. He's going to spread this idea to his bear brethren, and you're going to have lots of armed bears in makeshift body armor roaming the streets. Now, how long after that happens do you think that society is going to collapse? It's not going to be long before we're all having to bow down to our new bear overlords. We'll either be put in concentration camps or working on honey farms, and all because you decided you wanted to be a man and shoot a bear. Shooting a bear doesn't make you a man. In fact, anytime I see a trophy hunter, I always say, well, there's a person with a small penis who got picked on in junior high. So don't shoot the bear for multiple reasons. They're not going to hurt you probably. And two, think of the children. Don't shoot bear.